Hey, what's up, guys? It's Randy again. Sitting around, you don't have a whole lot to do during the day, so why not make another video, right? Came up with a little something, not much. Figured I might explain 2020 and a little bit why I'm in the position that I am. So, in my last video, I told you guys, sleeping in my car. 2020 has been rough. Yeah, it's been rough on a lot of people, but what can you do about it? Some things are avoidable, some things ain't. So, all right. So, January this year, I started a new job. Now, the reason I started a new job is because last year I was a railroad contractor. Had a little fender bender. Wasn't my fault. There was nothing I could do about it. But the company decided it was best if we split ways. So we did. And I'm sure I'll come back to that at some point because I really love that job and kind of sucks that it's gone. So this year, I started a new job. A buddy of mine got me hooked up with it. And got to travel, learn a new skill. It was entertaining to say the least. Dangerous, but it was a lot of fun. So January, February, it's pretty much the same. I was just out of town working. The March, about when the COVID really started getting big news headlines and really started hitting everywhere. Came into work. We had a company meeting. They were kind of explaining to everybody why everything's going on the way it is. Our corporate office was in New York. They got hit pretty hard. So they figured since they got hit hard, everybody else got hit hard. And furloughed everybody for a while. So March 31st ish was about the last time I worked this year. With the COVID and the unemployment and the stimulus and all that, we all went out and had fun. It was a little bit of time off work. Nobody really thought the COVID was going to actually turn into anything bad. It affected a lot of people's lives, and I never got it. I don't know anybody that's had it, but it affected my life too. I am where I am. So April hit. I got to travel, do all kinds of things. I actually got in touch with my birth parents, which I have not seen at that point in time. It was 23 years, almost exactly. And I got to go down and got in touch with them, and they ended up in Texas somewhere. So I went down to visit. I made several trips down there. We got along pretty good. I wanted to get to know them better. I wanted them to get to know me. So, it was probably over the last few months, I've made 5 or 6 separate trips down there. And on this topic, gotta get me a chewbacca. So, April, just did a lot of traveling. May, same thing. Chewbacca. June through August, met a girl, and for the first time in my life, truly fell in love. Never knew what that felt like, I guess. Might have thought I was in love, before. No, it hit me, guys. It hit me hard. And it was almost immediately. As soon as we met, just kind of fell into place, She was great. I'm not going to say anything bad about her. I don't believe in bad-mouthing people that don't need to be bad-mouthed. 'Cause I've got another ex like that, which is also a good chunk of the reason why I am the way I am and where I'm at is a lot to do with one of my previous exes. We were together for 6 years and she practically ruined my life. Did a lot of harassment, stalking, harassed a lot of the people that I was talking to. Went around starting rumors. But I'm not here to badmouth anybody. So, and the girl that I met June through August, we got to travel. Of course, she was furloughed from work. I was furloughed from work. We had a lot of time off and a little bit of extra money. So we went places. We went to Myrtle Beach for about 4 days. We went to Siesta Key, Florida for like 3 days. While we were down there, we went to see Sanibel Island. That was pretty fun. And if you guys ever been to Siesta Key, Florida, you want to talk about some clear water. You could walk out quite a ways and be about waist deep, and you could see the floor. So that was pretty neat. I've seen some similar to that, but not quite that clear. That was pretty awesome, guys. And then after that, I took her to Texas to meet my parents. I know I said that I just met them myself, but in all technicality, she's the first girl I ever took home to meet my parents. And the way everything went down, she dumped me the day after my birthday. I thought, having a simple argument, everybody does, and she might have other reasons for doing what she did. But, we were in the middle of an argument, and me personally, when I get mad, I jump in my car, I go for a drive, I cool off. I don't go out drinking, I don't go out smoking weed or nothing like that, fooling around with other girls. No, I simply went for a drive. Now, the mistake that I made, everything I have is in a duffel bag. So it doesn't take much for me to pack everything. And I'll get more on this topic later too. But I put my clothes back in my duffel bag, threw my duffel bag in my car, drove down the street. It was like 6 minutes away. Pulled in Walmart's parking lot, sat there for about an hour and a half, to cool down and gather myself. I started texting her and she wouldn't respond. And finally she texted me back, told me to, come get the rest of my stuff with whatever stuff I had left. Little odds and ends things that I had. By the time I got there, like I said, it was only 6 minutes away. By the time I got there, she had a big pile of stuff sitting out in the yard and didn't say nothing to me. Just watched me pack up and be on my way. So that was rough on me. It wasn't the greatest time of my life. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the greatest. She broke my heart a bit. And anyway, so that was June through August. September and October, after me and her split up, I ended up going back down to Texas. My parents had offered me to, come stay with them and They had a few acres, and they were going to let me build a tiny home that I've always wanted. Put me a little shed out there and live on that. Find a job and get my life straightened out. And they swore up and down. They wouldn't ever worry about kicking me out, nothing like that. But last month, I had some snafu with my unemployment check and ended up running late. They got mad and decided that me with no money was no use to them. So they put me out. They gave me a couple weeks, put me out, and come to find out they just wanted me there for a little bit of money so I could take care of them. So they were both out of work and needing to get stuff done. So that was great of them. They were exact people that I remember from when I was a kid. And of course y'all will hear about that at some point. So now it's November. I don't know, 6th maybe, 5th or 6th, something like that. And it's sad I don't know what day it is. I know it's Friday, but I don't know the date. So anyway, that's pretty much what led me to where I'm at now. So, one of my old foster families contacted me, and they've pretty much raised me, and have been extremely helpful to me ever since I was, 12. They've been more of a family to me than anybody. So, what can I say? Home is where your heart is. So here I am. They're still continuing to help me out. They're not exactly in a position to where they could do much more for me than they already are. And me personally, I hate being an inconvenience. I hate imposing on people. Anything I can do for myself, I try to do for myself. So, yeah, that's been 2020. I'll get back to you guys again probably later tonight. Explain some more stuff, and if you guys have got any questions or comments, I would say take it easy on me, but I don't have thin skin. If you guys want to give me some criticism, constructive or unconstructive is fine. But I try to stay pretty drama free. So, if you guys want to be negative, but I'm going to stay positive, keep her going, try to get things figured out. But all right, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.